Is there music?
I don't know.
Yeah, we'll do some music. I'm going to switch it up for this one, though.
Or are we actually even going to put this one on the podcast stream with the YouTubes and stuff, or the iPods and stuff like that, or what?
I don't see why not.
Well, I was thinking maybe we should keep this as a Patreon-y.
Well, we're streaming it on Facebook, so it'll always be there, and it'll be attached to our YouTube channel. So I don't think we can do that.
Luke's here.
Yep. Luke always shows up. He was texting me just now. He's like, what time does the show start? And I'm like, right now. Let's go. Anyway.
The machine. Welcome to SFO, a special episode 23.1 of Gunning Around. We just wanted to get together and BS about our new COVID lifestyle.
Yeah, we're truly quarantined now.
Yeah, so. I'm on a 14 stay-at-home detention or something right now. So.
On top of the 3 days you've already done, or 4 days you've already done.
Well, technically that was just considered the weekend. Yeah.
Plus.
This is now
legit.
Yeah.
Well, we figured we'd come to you guys because we got nothing better to do. And we want some involvement from you guys this time.
Yeah, because we've got like nothing planned and nothing to do except for sit on the internet and like,
and the numbers just dropped to 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, Steve says, seen a COVID in Kurt's beard, $100 to shave it off.
What the hell off. You know what?
Put another 0 on that and we might think about it.
That's awesome.
My brother-in-law, my sister and brother-in-law were here the other day, and my brother-in-law told me that I don't know, he'd heard somewhere that bearded guys may have to shave the faces to reduce chances of catching shit. So I don't.
Well, you work on job sites. Like how do you work on job sites? Don't you got like certain industrial jobs? You have to have you can only have the mustache going to the edges of your lips, right?
Yeah.
You just don't go. They just don't give you those jobs.
Well, for the most part, we're not industrial.
Yeah. You guys have done shutdowns
in our area.
Though. Yeah.
Different division. But yeah,
I'm sorry.
You used to have to go through all that kind of stuff, especially up in the uranium mines, right? When you're going into a hot area, you got to be under powered air. So,
my wife asked me to shave the other day, and so I shaved,
thinking that
maybe I would get a little something out of that. 'Twas not to be.
Yeah.
I even cooked a banging chicken fried rice tonight, hoping that would be the case, and nope. And then the shit happened with the kid, and I was just like,
well,
nope.
Your kid is still up, so that's usually your first indication that you're not getting any. Yeah. Don't you guys like sleep in the same room?
Sometimes. It depends if he wants to listen or not. Anyway. Well, we should give a shout out before we get diving into the meat of whatever the fuck we're going to talk about.
Sure.
We should talk about our proud sponsors. And right now, we are brought to you proudly by EM Precision Rifles, specializing in custom long-range and extended long-range rifles, offering all services in-house, including machining, Cerakoting. I got a story for you guys about some Cerakote, but and custom laser engraving. No need to source components yourself. EM Precision offered preferred pricing through many vendors, carrying every component required to get you onto the range or into the field. And you can find Shane and the ruggedly handsome Steve. Would you say he's like a Tom Selleck? I'd say so.
A short Tom Selleck.
Short Tom Selleck. If you use the code
short,
Tom Selleck,
less svelte. Tom Selleck.
Oh, that's funny.
That's funny. Anyway, go check them out. EMPrifles.ca, as well as on Facebook and Instagram. They're always posting cool shit on there. So check them out. Are we still going to TACOM?
Well, you know what? We'll see.
So far.
Who knows?
TACOM, Canada 2020, September 11th to the 13th. The Canadian Pro Gun Podcasters Network will be in attendance at TACCOM 2020. Your favorite podcasts will be on hand throughout the show make sure you stop by the booth to meet up your favorites and pick up some swag. Or drop by for a special live broadcast where we will be making a live.
Oh, you were so close.
Talking to event organizers, guest speakers, and vendors about all of their new and must-have product. You can see details for the show at taccomcanada.com and stay tuned for ticket release details.
Well, we've got ticket release details.
Yeah, I see HTTP. You gotta grab a pen. HTTPS.
No, just do TACCOM Canada.
TACCOMcanada.com /
Yeah.
It's just an affiliate program, but we haven't actually signed up for affiliate link. I don't know. Podcasters at TACCOM are going to be the CPPs, both of them. That's Slamfire Radio, CCFR Radio, New Shooter Canada, the Faglat Base, Silver Core Podcast, and the Straight Shooter Podcast. Oh,
we're almost we've been almost sold out for 2 weeks now. But the sticker drop,
it's been close. Like we got less than 10 stickers left to sell.
Yeah,
is that right?
Yeah. How many stickers? What are we selling these stickers for again, Kurt?
$15. Oh, the cause you mean?
Well, you're not
Kurt
wrong.
Doesn't have the show notes up.
I do. Help us get to TACCOM this year. We're having a sticker drop. Buy a sticker for $15. And you'll be entered into our Maple Seed inspired giveaway, which is a Ruger 1022 with a scope and a sling.
John,
Custom
you got it handy?
Sling.
Oh, ish.
Okay. Custom sling. What was the word?
Bespoke.
Bespoke.
A bespoke sling. Sticker drop sponsored by TNT Gunworks in Regina. Stay tuned to the show and find out and our updates on Facebook and Instagram. The draw will be live streamed on Facebook and YouTube Saturday, March 28th during our regular broadcast.
You bet. We just mailed out a bunch of stickers. So, Steve wants to. Yeah, we'll get those in the mail. But yeah, we just mailed out a whole batch of them yesterday, I think. So, or I put them in the mailbox yesterday. They probably didn't go out till today. But yeah, you get a whole sticker pack. Pretty cool stuff. Are we out of any stickers yet, John? Like any of the pack?
Well, funny you should mention that. I ran out of the little medallion getting around ones, and you brought me, I think 50, Sean, the other day. And my dog got the package of stickers. So
fuck me. I'm gonna go arena.
I think I've got maybe
stickers, hey, that fucking dog.
Yeah, well, pretty much anything if it's not bolted down, and even some stuff that is. She turned 1 on the weekend, and I tell you, I'm not sure she's going to make 2 anyway. But I think there's about 10 or 12 in there that I can salvage, so that'll be good.
Well, I've got another pack.
If not,
they may have canine COVID on them.
I don't think the canines can get the COVID, and she's been getting a bath every 3rd day since Mama found out that it can live in the dog's fur.
Ooh.
So
Sean's wife has been getting the bath every 3rd day too.
Ooh,
I wish.
She just really likes those pearl necklaces.
No.
Yeah, that's not happening. That's why I'm drinking again. So.
Pain.
Anyway.
Well, I'm wondering if we shouldn't skip the next segment and go right into what you're drinking.
well, let's talk about TNT a bit. So Daryl graciously hooked us up with that gun. We mentioned him a few times. Daryl at TNT Gunworks in Regina.
Yep.
He hooked us up with that. I've been in his store twice this week. I know we're supposed to be self-isolating, but I went in, bought a bunch of 22 ammo.
Why do you say that? Because they're closed Mondays and it's Tuesday.
Is it Tuesday? It is.
I've been in the store twice this week. That means twice today.
No, I went there once and then Sunday. I guess I'm losing track of days now.
Oh, they aren't open some days.
Yeah. No, they are. Or Saturday. Was it Saturday? When did I go get that 22 ammo?
I have no idea. Must have been Saturday.
Because I went in there once and then I went again today because I was going through my tax folders and stuff and I found a $50 gift card. I'm like, oh, I got to go spend this right fucking now. Yeah, so I did. Yeah. Well, before they run out of stock or before prices go up. So if you're listening to this, make sure you hit up your local gun store or LGS because the dollar is shit.
Yeah.
22 ammo more specifically is going to run out because how it works is the retailers or the gun stores pull it from a distributor, and the distributor only carries so much rounds, right, or so much of each caliber, and the OEM only makes so much, right? So when I say OEM, I mean original equipment manufacturer, and turns out 22 ammo is the lowest profit margin ammo that OEMs make. So if there's a run on 22, 308, 223, all the, probably, high moving calibers, common calibers, they're just going to continually make those centerfire cartridges, and they're not going to tool back down to make 22 long rifle. In fact, Mr. Guns and Gear has a great video explaining it because he's an FFL in the States. So he can see the live inventories of all the distributors in the States. And he was saying that that's, the lowest margin ammo, and so go buy it now because there might not be a good stock of it moving forward here. So if you need stuff, hook it up. I don't want you guys to go out and panic buy because you should be already having a good stock. But let's
face it, if you listen to this story, this show, you probably have a decent stockpile of ammunition already.
You should, right? But
wind up in the news if the cops come to your house.
Yeah, but they'll call 500 rounds a stockpile. So give me a fucking break. But anyway, so I went in there today and bought more of that Aguila ammo and then some CCI Blazer as well. They had Blazer on sale, so I bought some of that. And then some, John, you're going to laugh at me, but I bought 3 boxes of 223 Barnall just to round up the sale. Jeez, the steel-cased hollow point, 55 grain hollow point stuff. And so, I've got that now.
Is that stuff any good? I'd heard some of that Barnall.
The old stuff was shit.
Or some darn thing.
Well, it probably is a little hot, but it's steel case, right? So, you can't reload it. Mm-hmm. But this stuff doesn't have any lacquer or sealer on it. So, if you're running it and it's bare. I checked it out. Like I actually put them all away in that new cabinet, which is another story I want to talk about. But I was checking them out. They're smooth. There's no film on them. Like normally when you get those surplus packs from Eastern Europe, they got that film and shit on them or lacquer if it's the really old stuff. And then that's why I was having problems with my VZ back in the day before I got rid of it because I was using that Tula ammo steel case stuff from the Crimea, and that was just ripping the rim off. And that VZ bolt is just fucking giving her, right? So once it heats up, you're gonna rip a rim off. But anyway, that's kind of what I did today. But
I had some really good luck with that MFS steel case ammo back in the day.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember that one?
Sorry, go on.
Same thing, steel case, hollow point, 55 grain.
But it's not cheap shit like Barnall, though. MFS is actually pretty good stuff, isn't it?
I don't know. It was $139 for 500 when I bought it.
No.
So it was pretty cheap. But
that's the same price. Yeah.
I remember that back in the day there was a hunting rifle. My hunting rifle shoots whatever, three rounds or 5 rounds under whatever at 100 yards all day, thread on gun nuts. And I actually qualified with the Browning X-Bolt and 223 shooting that ammo. So,
wow.
It was decent. Only in that one rifle, but it was decent ammo.
Yeah.
Tons of fun.
So go stock up at your local gun store. We're kind of all over the place right now. I got a lot I want to talk about.
We are.
That's okay. This is just more of a bullshit episode. So
who are we anyway? Sean, you've been talking the most. Why don't you start us off?
Oh, where the fuck are we now?
Yeah, we're still on page 1.
Who are we? Oh, yeah.
Where are we?
Yeah. My name's Sean. I'm a fucking scatterbrain and don't read the show notes or follow the show notes. No, Sean, I like guns and counting and sorting ammo over and over. In fact, I did more today when I got home, believe it or not. And I'm also CCFR Regional Field Officer Coordinator. I work in the ag industry. I should probably cover this logo up. And I'm a father of 1, although my wife almost ended that tonight to me. She almost ended my life. And I am still in the non-infectious stage of COVID-19. So I'm starting to doubt my diagnosis from Dr. Nick from The Simpsons.
Yes.
And yes, I have TP. Thanks for asking.
So. Yeah, good job.
Yeah.
I'm John. I was a journeyman electrician. I am a CCFR field officer, I think. I am currently the indentured slave at the Regina Fish and Game League, a Project Maple Seed IIT firearms business owner, a shameless plug for M14 Medic Firearms. And I have been officially self-isolating, ordered to self-isolate at home for 14 days starting today, which is I don't know, I'm already not enjoying it because I've been home for 3 days already. So yeah,
what happened?
Tons of fun. I don't know. He went blank. Screw that guy.
Yeah,
it's not his turn to talk anyway.
He's a chump anyway.
Sorry, my kid was yelling at me. Were you guys talking about me?
We totally were.
Maybe.
What are we drinking? Have we hit that yet?
Rooster's turn. Who are you, Rooster?
Well, that's okay. Rooster's just Rooster. Rooster's good. Rooster's in construction management.
He walks around like this all the time.
Doesn't have to shave his beard because he doesn't get into the muck anymore. See these hands? They're fucking soft now. All that kind of stuff. I let other people do my work. I just point my finger and shout things incoherently. I'm a CCFR field officer, long range lover, hunter, hand loader. What else do I do, John? Around with wildcats.
Nancy. Oh,
whoa! I do so. But how appropriate that is for the show, I'm not sure, but I suppose, yeah. Hey, Nance. That was John.
Thanks for listening.
Just listening. And I seem to have a lot of patience for guys like you.
Like me?
We appreciate it, buddy.
Both of you.
Ditto, bud.
Yeah.
I know. Motherfuckers, Mr. Sean.
Yes.
Yep.
All right. What now? What are we drinking? Sean, what do you got?
I'm back on the sauce, boys.
I know.
It's only been like a couple months, right?
Was it that long?
It's been like 10 weeks at least.
I think I'm gonna go back into into some of the shows.
Go ahead. Check. It's been like 10 weeks.
Who is sampling rig hands?
Well, I am.
Yeah. You like rig hands?
Check this out.
You
EM
like
Precision. So far, so good. EM Precision branded Rig Hand Distillery. Well, that's the wrong label. This one.
There we go.
Rig Hand whiskey. Whoa, there's my camera. It's cool shit. Looks like a oil derrick with the little wax seal, but it's a twist cap, which is fine. It's practical.
That devalues it somehow.
No, it's fucking tasty. And I've got it in this cool little bullet glass. You know those glasses that have the 308 in it. And I'm drinking. My mom and wife and sister. So I have a saying. I've told you guys that I live to give. Well, they got it laser inscribed on the glass. I don't know if you can see it. And then they got me the 308 bullet glass in there. So
nice.
It's my whiskey glass. So
I think Ken has the same set.
Nice.
Like he's got an entire set.
Well, yeah, and you can get them like custom laser engraved. I'm sure you could get them laser engraved from Steve as well, if you really want.
I suppose maybe, yeah. Steve
maybe.
We were talking a while ago. He was supposed to try all sorts of stuff. He was talking about mugs and that, and I haven't really thought about it for a while to ask him how he made out with any of that stuff. So.
Well, he's watching. Steve, how did you make out?
Well, maybe he'll type in.
Maybe he won't. But anyway,
maybe Steve will just come on as our surprise guest.
Should we do that?
You know what? He hates these things. He'd rather type, I'm sure.
So we should get Carrie on. We should talk to Carrie.
We should actually, yeah.
Carrie, you want to come on? Put it on, and we'll send you the link. Anyway,
yeah.
Kurt, what are you drinking?
Just my Michelak Ultra.
Michelak.
I figured it's a firearm.
The name Michelak on it doesn't make it cooler, Kurt.
Come on, guys, it does so.
He's right, it does.
Like Gary Mitchell, like Ultra. I thought it was catchy.
Nice. John's cracking the aspartame or what?
That's right. I'm on the Canada Dry diet ginger ale.
Artificial sweetener.
I'm trying to grow my girlish figure.
Yeah.
Winning.
I haven't weighed myself, but like this, I got an undershirt underneath this, and it used to be tight on me, and it's pretty loose now. So
yeah, I'm wearing like 4 shirts right now.
That's because we're just so big. You want to look so.
That's
so
right.
good.
You try and fill out. That's why you grew the beard, so the people can't see your slender chin.
You're right, my pencil neck that's under here. I just want to be one of the guys. I want to be part of the Brute Squad.
That's right. The Goon Squad.
So Steve says it's a slow process, and I've been working on it along with tons of other laser stuff. Freaking laser beams.
Laser beams. Well, Steve does some cool shit. Like every hard case, they laser engrave the foam in there. As soon as you open it up, you get EM precision right in your face. It's fucking cool.
You got to figure out a way to make a light turn on when you open up the case. Just that big beam of light shooting out there.
That's easy. It's just a pressure switch. You just line it with you put batteries in there, and then you line the lid with LEDs, and then like the LED strip, and then you just you rig it to a pressure switch. John's getting
the box will be more expensive than what's inside it.
Right.
So
you
now you didn't say dollars. You said it would be cool. You're fucking right. So it would be cool.
I want smoke or dry ice. Steam coming out of there. Then
we'll just go close it in John's garage really fast.
No. Yeah.
And then when they open it, they get a whiff of tobacco. Mohawk tobacco cigarettes.
That's right. That's awesome.
Cool. Speaking of, John's in one of our sponsors' shops right now.
Serving the Canadian gun industry since 2016. M14 Medic Firearm Specialist. M14 patterned. What the fuck?
You had it. Just roll.
Mulligan.
People don't even care when you make mistakes. They talk about it a little bit after.
I do. I do. We do not celebrate mediocrity on this podcast.
Oh.
Serving the Canadian gun industry since 2016. M14 Medic Firearm specializes in M14 pattern rifles as well as Garand rifles. Your one-stop shop for all your M14 gun plumber needs. If he doesn't do it, he knows someone who does.
Coming up next,
it's that easy.
Coming up next, we got candy. Tip your server.
We're here all night, folks.
Yeah. Well, cool. So
Sunday.
We got 15 people watching. We were up to 25.
Were we up that high?
Yeah, we were.
But our mediocrity is shining through.
That's right. Yeah. If you guys want, ask us questions. Like, we can talk about what we did in Guns All Week, but, what do you guys want to talk about?
Where did Carrie go? Carrie. Calling Carrie. Paging Dr. Carrie.
Who are we going to invite onto the podcast?
That's what I'm saying.
Well, I'd like Carrie to come on.
That was our whole point here, was to...
she can talk, and she can talk shit about Shane.
That's right.
Yes, it's you, the watchers. Want to be on the show?
There we go. See, we're bringing people together. Look at the comments.
It's what we do.
Yeah, we're just matchmakers. Jens and Steve. Let's talk about doing up a case with lights. Like, fuck. There we go, boys. Yeah, we're just an idea factory.
That's right.
Woo! It's flowing right out. I'm telling you. Going across the floor.
King of 2 Miles. Does Steve want to get on and talk about King of 2 Miles?
Yeah.
Steve, let's go.
Would you? Actually, that would be a pretty damn good topic.
Yeah, for like a full episode.
Yeah, for like 5 episodes.
This is like we're only supposed to be online for like another 20 minutes right now.
Nah, we can just talk. Who cares?
Just keep going until it's bedtime. Yeah, that's right.
See, I thought we were going to keep our podcast to like an hour, but we've been averaging an hour 40 minutes. Yeah. So, have you guys started seeing empty ammo shelves? Funny you asked that. I wouldn't say empty, but prices are going up. Like Daryl was saying, his order for 223, he's ordered 4 times in the last week, 7 days, and prices have steadily gone up and up and up.
Like 20% day over day, it seems like.
Yeah. So I would say yes, but I would also say no. So Anyway,
I cannot tell a lie. I did panic buy some 223 last week, and then I got it home and realized that I have lots of 223, and now I have lots more.
So, I remember that.
So you just want to tell you how that happened?
Sure.
Okay, so I guess you guys already know. Everybody else does. What the hell? So I had like a metric fuck ton of 223 brass, and that's that's just my normal MO. So this is all brass that needed to be processed, crimps cleaned out, full case prep, right? And that's when I realized I was being stupid because I priced out. I had some projectiles, but not enough to load all the ammo, all the brass. Yeah. So I was like, well, I guess I should buy some bullets, and I found a really good price on bullets. I think it was 6,000 Spire Point or FMJ 50 grainers, 55 grainers.
The FMJs were a little more expensive, I remember, though.
No, the Spires were $5 more for the Spire Points as opposed to the FMJs. But it was like $750. And so I sat down and I figured out what it was going to cost me to load this ammo, because it doesn't matter how much I paid for the powder and the primers I have. It matters how much it's going to cost me to replace it. I'm looking at $400 on cost, excluding the cost of cases, to reload 1,000 rounds of 223.
Yeah.
Like, well, this is just absolutely crazy. So I went to my local gun store, TNT, and I bought and I think it was $4.99 was the sticker price on 1,000 rounds of 223 BLK.
Federal American Eagle, right?
Yeah, 55 grain, full metal jacket. And I've done some extensive testing on that ammo in the past. I actually found an old spreadsheet. I did on a bunch of ammo tests I did back in 2012 and 13. And across 5 different rifles then, there was a Remington 700, a Browning X-Bolt, a couple of ARs, and a Mini. And the average group size was 4.3 inches between all those rifles on the AE 223. So it's probably not bad ammo, right?
What range again?
100.
100. Okay.
So it's not awesome. Like,
it's blaster for sure.
That's right. But like 4 inches at 100 yards is man size. It's out to 300, right?
Yeah, you're making hits.
So anyways, I decided that it would be easier to do that. But then I wound up prepping 1,200 pieces of brass that I kept anyway. And I think unloaded the rest of them. Some of it on Sean. And
you had a fucking ton of brass. He said his pictures. You had you had more than 1,200 pieces. You had a few thousand there, didn't you?
I kept 1,200 pieces of Winchester brass.
Oh, okay. And you gave me all the shit stuff.
I told you it was shit. Most of it's Chinese. Because back in like 2011, 2012, 2013, you could still get Chinese ammo pretty easily.
Yeah.
The last time I bought Chinese ammo, it was 223, 1,600 rounds in a crate. And I want to say it was like $400, which was a pretty decent price. But I think I went through like 7 or 8 crates of that ammo. So,
that older brass was pretty good stuff, wasn't it? I thought I'd read.
Which stuff?
The older Chinese brass.
It might have been, but my problem is I don't generally go shoot blaster ammo.
Yeah,
in winter time. I do it when it's nice out, and at 0 degrees, right around freezing, the ammo just worked flawlessly. I'd top till about plus 15, plus 20, but then once you got to plus 25, the ammo started. The velocity picked up like 200 feet per second on the ammo, and at plus 30. I lost every single piece of brass that was fired. The primer came out as it ejected or got jammed up in the trigger group or something, right? So
you're saying do not inspect the brass you gave me. Just load it.
Well, honestly, considering just taking it to the scrapper for scrap, because I sorted the brass. I went through and I sorted out into decent bulk stuff like RPs, head stamp, that kind of thing, right? Stuff that's reloadable right off the shelf. And then there was a little box of that. And then there was a big box full, well, not full, but half, 3/4 full of 223 brass that was all questionable or crimped for sure and not worth reloading. Like the stuff like Lake City crimp, I kept all that.
Of course.
Yeah.
Well,
how much of that do you have, John? And how much of the Winchester do you have?
1,200 pieces of Winchester.
Oh.
I think I went through a crated Winchester blaster ammo once upon a time, and that's where most of it came from. What else did I have?
I'm just wondering. I'm looking for some, I guess, blaster stuff for my 223 Ackley.
Oh, well, I can hook you up.
Yeah, I don't want that much, but
I've got some IVI shit that I can give you too. I got pails full of that shit from the RCMP. So
yeah, Steve says a 5.56 chamber would fix that. Funnily enough, 5.56 is what I was shooting that stuff out of. So,
let's get into why you stopped processing that brass. Essentially,
cost.
Yeah.
Black sheep brass will sell you 3,000 pieces of fully prepped brass, ready for a primer, powder, bullet.
So when you say fully prepped, what do you mean?
Primer pockets are cut. The brass is trimmed. It's resized, deprimed. Everything's ready to go. All you have to do is stuff a primer in there, stick powder in it, seat a bullet, and you're done. So for $100 1,000, which is basically what buying ammo like. So if it costs me $400 to reload 1,000 rounds, and then I add the price of the new or freshly once fired prep brass, I'm at $500. You buy blaster ammo for $500, and that's what I was going to do with this. Was going to load a whole bunch of blaster ammo. So,
So you've decided against it, and now he's talking to his wife. That's okay.
It's okay. I just decided it wasn't worth my time to go through and prep all that brass, right? So,
well, especially since
I did wind up prepping some, like because it was already kind of half done. But yeah,
I missed that somehow from Steve when they're talking about. I think that's connected to talking about lights in cases. Disco balls for Kurt. I want that son of a bitch popping out of there though, plus music. When I open my cut from EM Precision case.
How the final countdown?
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be epic.
I think it would be.
Yeah, get on that shit.
Might have to be slightly drunk to fully appreciate it.
Oh, for sure.
Or some Motley Crue, Kickstart My Heart or something as soon as you open that case up.
And have 10 seconds to love playing just before you open the case.
That's right.
Or every inch of my love.
Love Gun. Love Gun. Oh, by Kiss? Anyway. That would be stellar. Anyway.
Do you want to answer this, John?
What's that?
I was just going to say that.
Well, funnily enough, today I was working from home, and my boss assures me that I can still work from home for the next 2 weeks. So he'll get somebody to drop off work for me to do at home. That's good.
Work.
Yeah.
Lasers.
So today this afternoon, the wife and the boy are also home, right? So mom is a teacher, so she made up a day schedule for the boy that kind of somewhat resembles the time schedule at work.
Routine, yeah.
And one of his afternoon classes was how to clean a fish tank.
Nice.
I got somehow, I'm not sure how this happened, but I did not agree.
Yeah.
Clean the fish tank, but I wound up
cleaning the fish tank.
So yeah, that was a lot.
You know what, John? I had an idea. You should create a class on how to prep 223 brass.
Yes. Yes.
or how to clean Dad's workbench.
Yeah, that's great. I'm not sure if he can do it, but yeah. I took some videos while I was doing some prep. I took some videos while I was doing some of the prep, just kind of showing how I do things or whatever. And then I also called up. I use the world's finest trimmer for the 223, just because I do search once upon a time, it had such large quantities of it that it made a lot of sense to have something that was trimmed that many cases in a row easy. So I wound up ordering some add-on parts for that this week. Or I think, was that yesterday? Jeez, was that only yesterday?
Yeah, that was yesterday.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's dragging on.
So-
Hey, my cousin's watching. What up, Scott?
Hey, cuz.
Yeah. He's a beauty from Swiftcurrent. So
He's a beauty.
yeah, he's an absolute beauty. You remember me saying how I gave that SKS away? Gave it away. Actually, I ended up trading. Well, I gave it to him and then said, "Hey, you have a car seat?" When I had my kid. Yeah, you're giving me that car seat.
Yeah, calling it in.
You were definitely the loser in that deal, Sean.
Yeah, well, and I gave away. It was a Russian SKS, and then I ended up getting yours anyway. But still, anyway, cool. Hey, bud.
Once the little fella grows out of that, then maybe you can try and trade it back for an SKS.
No, because they only last like 4 years now.
Yeah,
that's what expires.
Yeah, so last your lifetime.
No, the SKS will, right? So
fucking anyway. Toys R Us are joining some of the other elites there and making more money.
Like, and it's why are we talking about car seats in a fucking gun podcast? Anyway,
as Scott said, they still have it. Crapco folding stock.
It is not a Crapco. It's a Choate folder, and it's awesome.
Chode.
Show that gun the respect it deserves, my friend.
Oh my
anyway, cool. So what else we got going on? Kurt, what did you do this week?
I did a fair bit, actually. I think I cleaned up the last of the 308 cases that I had. Freaking primed and everything, and I honestly don't know why, because I don't know the next time I'm going to shoot 308. However, there are some how do I say, drivers behind my getting ammo ready that I don't know when I'll actually intend to go shooting them. I'm a little bit, I got to say, I'm getting a little bit wigged out about this whole COVID thing. And I just, the better to have it and not need it.
Yeah.
Mantra.
The need it and not have
it's
it.
kind of where I'm going there. I went out on Sunday again and did a little more testing for my 6.5x47 and my 223 Ackley. You guys saw the results of that. It wasn't the greatest day, blowing fucking wind again. I need some trees. I need some trees on the west side of that deck so that I can have a little bit of shelter. But
you need some flax bales.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
Guy never got back to me, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
A bunch more loading of that stuff. I did a whole shitload of 6.5 rooster, getting that stuff ready for cream of wheat fire forming. Got them all cleaned up. Went over to Jens's place on Saturday, I believe it was. Friday.
Wait, Jens has a place?
Jens has a place.
I thought he was just on the Facebook.
Yeah, I thought he just lived in his car.
He lives in the entrance to his place is a garbage can, and he pops out every once in a while and yells at people. Get off my lawn. But Jens has one of those fancy induction annealers, and because of all the stress that I put those 6.5 rooster cases through, you gotta anneal them several times. And I thought, well, and I've been doing it with the torch. What does Jens say? No, it's better to have a gun and need it than not have a gun and not need it. Yeah. True dat. So anyways, we sat and bullshitted for a while I annealed my cases, and I tried to make a little video of it for maybe putting up on our website at some point. Double annealed one case, at least partially, because I can't put a shell in the coil, hit the pedal, slide the door closed, run the camera, and talk at the same time at the end.
Hey, Kurt, tap your head and rub your belly at the same time.
Yeah. This one just goes back and forth. Yeah. So, and then the old man needed some. He's got an old Parker Hale 243 that yeah, I used to use that thing that right after my 30-06 pump, the old 760 Remington, which at one time was the only center fire that I had, and I killed everything with it. And then I got that 243. Well, holy shit, did I kill coyotes with that thing? And it's still one of my nephews, two of my nephews actually were out at the range on Sunday, and they actually brought that 243 along with, and some of the ammo that I loaded for Dad a long time ago. The fucking thing still shoots darts. Oh my God. Yeah.
Just a
58 VMAX with 42 grains of 30-31.
Ooh.
And oh yeah, smoking, but it shoots really well. So he needed more of that stuff rolled up, so I did that. He's got the old 303 Brit still with the irons on it. You never know when you need to dispatch a cow. He's not
talking about mom, is he?
What's that? Sorry,
he's not talking about your mom, is he?
No.
Nice.
Careful now.
Yeah.
Okay, so hold on. You mentioned something that's near and dear to my heart, but 243.
Yes, sir.
So what's your go-to load for that bad boy?
Not Siri. I said yes, sir. Fuck off, Siri. Jesus.
The government's listening to everything.
I know. Big Brother's right there on my bench. Sorry, John. Say that again.
243. What's your go-to load for 243?
You know what? It's been it's funny. Ever since I had a second rifle, it's been I've had, I don't know, half a dozen 243s ever since then. I'm down to one now, but I don't know. You know what? That 58 VMAX has killed more coyotes, it seems, than God. And I actually shot a doe one time with that same bullet. It was one of those pick up and go, and grab the first thing you can and get out there. It's just one of those rush things, and I couldn't find the box of 90 ballistic tips or whatever the hell that I had loaded up, and I mean I shot her in the neck and killed her as dead as any other bullet would have. But that's that 58 VMAX has always worked phenomenally in that rifle, that old Parker Hale. I have a Model 70 Coyote Light here that it shoots really well in it. You know what? Surprisingly, well, maybe not surprisingly, 95 SSTs.
Okay.
Run well, as do the 100 interlocks, 100 grain Hornady interlocks.
So I grew up shooting a 243. That was my first. I must have shot 20 deer with that 243.
Is that right?
And I think Dad's go-to powder was IMR 4350. And then when I met my wife, her dad was also a hand loader, and he showed me. Yeah, that's right, Jens. That son of a gun. But father-in-law showed me his go-to was 7828, IMR 7828. So
that's slow.
I used that for a long time, and it worked good. 95 grain Nosler ballistic tips just seemed to just do animals in, like no trouble with that load. And then when I became an adult, and I started like really seriously hand loading for myself without, by the time I was, off the teat, as it were, of fathers and fathers-in-laws, I switched over to 4831, H4831.
Yeah.
And I honestly think it's a better performer in that caliber than the stuff that my dad or my father-in-law used, right? But I use that I pretty much stick with the heavies, though. I think 95 is about as light as I've loaded for 243.
Well, you know what? That's where I kind of lost some of my love, I think, for the 243, because I've never gotten a custom 243 built or bought one, and most factory rifles are a 10 twist. Except for the Remingtons, they come in a 9 and an 1/8 or something, 9 1/4 twist,
something like that. Yeah.
So to stabilize anything, any sleeker bullet heavier than 90, like the 95 Match King, I don't think they'll shoot. The 95 Burger VLD 10 twist won't stabilize. 100 grain flat base, a 10 twist will stabilize. And if you drive them hard enough, I guess some guys have expressed that the 105 V or A Maxes and the boat tail hollow points will stabilize. But I mean, the guys that I talked to that are doing that or had been doing that at one time, who knows? It could have been full of shit. They just didn't want to admit that, or maybe their accuracy requirement wasn't that stringent. But so, like, ever since I got into the long range stuff, well, I messed around with this Model 70 Kite Light with 90 grain, the Burger, what do they call them? Boat tail targets or whatever the heck they were.
Yeah.
And they shot well, but that rifle just wouldn't be consistent day to day. It just wouldn't come around for me. So I just kind of dropped it, and I haven't used it for probably 6 years. Kind of a shame, but
yeah. Boom, right there.
Oh, don't be an enabler, Steve. Damn it.
Well, I tell you that 243 AI of mine.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, do tell us. How many times have you told us?
Well, my first barrel on that one was actually a factory Remington barrel that was a 9 and something, 9 and a quarter, 9 and 8, something like that. Right. And it totally shot the 105s really well.
Oh, it did, hey?
Yeah.
Were you driving them hard?
I didn't think so. Like, I thought I was shooting 3100 with the 95 grain noslers when it was still just a 243. But once I actually smartened up and realized what a crony was and how it worked, I think they were actually in that 2875 range. So I wasn't pushing them too hard.
No.
But I'm getting some way higher velocities now with this tube I got on it now than I ever really expected. Like, I was.
Is that a Krieger?
It is, yeah, a 1 and 8 Krieger, and it doesn't. I can't stabilize the 115 Burgers in it. They just, although maybe it's sped up 200 feet ish with my 105s now than it was then when I tried the 115. So maybe it would do better now. But I don't know. I've only got maybe 600 rounds left in that tube, so I'm not sure how much load development I want to do at this point. So
yeah,
maybe the next.
That thing is shooting fucking good right now, so I don't know why you really want to go away from what you're doing now.
Well, that's exactly it, right? Like, I'm getting good performance out of it. The bullets are going where I want them to. They're getting, they're faster than maybe is reasonable to expect, which is nice.
Mm-hmm. That's always a bonus.
Every 100 rounds or so, I shoot over a crony again and just see if they've slowed down a little bit. Because once they start to slow down, I know that's generally going to be in the barrel soon on its way. So
I wonder about that because my 260 Ackley, I don't think slowed down a whole lot. A little bit, I think.
Yeah.
But you see the same type of velocity swing in different temperatures too. Like a minus 10 to plus 10 or 15 or something like that, right? You'll see some velocity change. But yeah, it just that 260 Ackley, it just, when it decided that it didn't want to shoot, it just took a hard dump and went, nope. It's just like your wife. Nope. We're not doing that.
It's funny with the 7828, I found with shooting 95 grain ballistic tips that I needed to increase my load by half a grain from minus 20 to 0. And then again, down another half grain at plus 20, right? So so I had 3 different loads based on temperature, right? Minus 20 or less and plus 20 or more, and then one in the middle as well, right? So
Jesus,
it was brutal. And that's one of the reasons I switched to the H4831 is because I saw a little bit of velocity change on temperature, but not that much, right?
Yeah.
So what's the difference between H4831 and H4831 SC?
One's cut shorter.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
SC is a shortcut.
So you can get more of it into the case, if that makes any sense, because it's not taking as much room. But the H4831 isn't as long as an IMR stick powder is anyway. As you know, it's not as long.
Gotcha. Cool. I'm going to be setting up my Dylan in the garage I'm borrowing here.
So did you figure that out? The whole
working on it. I like Kurt's idea of the folder up into the wall.
I think it makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
Well, but like considering he's still using it, like he's just letting me use the garage, right?
Mm-hmm.
It gets shit out of the way, and I can put wing nuts and carriage bolts into the underside of that, and then take it on and off, store it. And I've got a big old steel mortar box that I got from the Canadian military, or not from the military, but it was a former CF issue that the Dylan fits nicely in if you take the tool head out and then set it in there.
I wouldn't use carriage bolts and butterflies. I'd use T-nuts, I think.
Yeah.
Because you're building it out of plywood, right? So
but then I got to bolt it down every time if I use T-nuts, right?
Well, you do with carriage bolts too.
Yep. Same.
I guess.
Right. And that's the reason I said I didn't think a folding bench was such a great idea, because you're going to spend an hour getting set up after
Not even.
I don't know.
You know those nut inserts or whatever? They've got the
spikes, T-nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're called T-nuts. You hammer them into the wood. Yeah.
Yeah.
You drill the hole, hammer them into the wood, and then you thread things into them. Yeah.
T-nuts
I used to work at Fastenal.
Oh, okay.
T-nuts for you are something you'd use on a machine tool as
That's exactly right.
Yeah, that's different.
It's like, why in the fuck? How?
See, I've never hammered mine in. I've always just pushed them up a little bit, and then I used a big fender washer on top.
Yeah.
Suck down hard to suck.
Yeah, or whatever.
And that's all my bench vise. All my stuff on my benches are put on that way, and then I trim off the bolts to fit underneath on the bottom so that they don't protrude, and then Bob's your uncle, right?
Well, and this is just a temporary option till I get into a house, right? So I don't want to, like, I'll still build it in a way that I'll fold up against the wall, not flat and flush, but take up as less square footage as possible, and then fold it down, and then that way I can just leave it there when I go. Kind of. Well,
if you build one like that one that I sent you, that YouTube that I sent you, then it's a full bench
for sure.
But it'll still fold up on the wall. Legs fold in, and you can take that to your next place and maybe a few small modifications, and Bob's your uncle.
Yeah,
not Bob Watson.
So, yeah, Bob Watson.
I would almost consider building a freestanding bench if you could.
Yeah, the problem is storage though. He wants to park his car in there too, so I need some spot.
You have no room on the side or in the front or something.
I was thinking the front. I got to go look at it and measure. But anyway, we'll figure it out. But that's what I'm going to be. That's my project here when it starts to warm up. And then, and then speaking of woodwork, I got my buddy Mike at Decked Out Contracting to build me that little cabinet for my room right now, just so I can start getting organized, right? And I bought a whole pile of those not Amazon branded. They're MTM case guard, but they're cheap on Amazon, like between $3 and $6 for full size rifle.
In the stores now, they're around 6
to 10.
Yeah, is that right? Yeah.
Yeah, so I got like a pile of those, and I've started sorting ammo, and that's exactly it. Yeah. In fact, I thought that one's an RL50, correct?
Would be a
RM50.
RM, so it's a mid. So
it's a 308 case.
Yeah. So I ordered 20 of those, 20 RLs, but I needed the RS for 223. But it turns out that RM fits 223 perfectly. So I sorted those. I have a pile of PMC, a pile of RP head stamp, and a pile of Federal, FC, I believe, is Federal.
Yeah.
So I organized those when I brought it home today. But I realized how short I am on 223 ammo. So I need to go and buy a case or two of those. And I don't know.
A case or two?
Yeah.
Wow.
At least. Yeah, like I'm that short.
Well, I need some 223 ammo too.
Or I'm going to reload.
Plus something to shoot it out of.
Well, and there, John, I was asking you to bring the That's another
something fast and cool.
So fast. But yeah. So, but yeah, I wanted to show this off too. So I don't know if he's watching. Anthony Wood, a buddy of mine. We were at the CCFR meet and greet with Rod and Tracy at the Canadian Brew House a while back when they were brokering the deal with the Saskatchewan Wildlife Federation. And my buddy brings me this case of stuff. So I'm going to show you the case. This thing right here, kind of a nice like nylon, I don't know, like a hard case, but not a hard case. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So
semi-hard,
like
semi-hard, John.
Like John's chub
it's
right now.
It's a chubby case.
Yeah, semi-chub. But anyway,
drunk.
He's like, hey, I backed this Kickstarter, and it got approved. They hit their goal, so they sent me 2 of these things. Do you want one? I said, sure, I'll take it. What is it? Well, it's a flashlight, and a pretty killer flashlight. So I added. So this is 2 pieces. So it just threads on, threads off. Right, this part threads on and off. It's actually a charge. Like it's a modular flashlight. So the bottom half is a USB power bank, right? Or you can add it on to make it full-size mag light length. And it's this hard anodized aluminum body. And this is the big thing. Bright as fuck. Right?
Fucking retina roaster.
It's so bright. Like, and you can dial it in. Like here, I'm going to show it there, but that's dialed in wide. Like you can dial it in that way. It's just cool. Like you could beat the shit out of somebody with this and still be okay. Like it's awesome.
But can you, for as bright as it is, can you still make like shadow animals?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, I've been doing that all day.
I was gonna say, like when you're indoors all the time, or you have to bug out somewhere and entertain yourself.
But it's fucking cool. It came with this like little belt pouch thing too, and then you can slap this bad boy on, and then you hang it from your tent. Turns into a freaking lantern. Like it's freaking. And then this is the cool part though.
Came with one of those sons of bitches off.
Came with a scope ring, a Picatinny scope ring. So that it fits around. You can attach it as a weapon light because it came with this trigger mechanism as well. That threads on the back here, and then it's just a pressure switch that goes to your front of your gun, and with that little 3M sticky thing, and then you just press the button and it'll activate it.
Does it come with like a little string too, so you can retrieve it out of your hoo-hoo when you bored times when you're out in the bush?
The string is already lost up there. No, it did come with a lanyard or whatever to put that on, but I don't know. I just thought it was cool. If you guys are interested, this is 119 US, I believe. Danforce G1 Pro. Check it out.
Danforce?
Yeah, they're not. Yeah. I think the creator's name was Dan, so he made a joke about it. But it's cool, man. It feels better than my Maglite, believe it or not. So
really,
yeah. So check them out. They're not sponsoring us at all. So seriously. Yeah, I thought that was cool. I wanted to share it with the crew. So
very nice.
Yeah, man. What else is going on? We're an hour in now.
Jeez.
Yeah. 58 minutes.
Have a guest. What the heck?
Yeah.
Steve won't come on. Carrie's ghosting us.
I messaged Carrie. Oh, there she is. Oh, man, I didn't think I could. I'd sound like an idiot. No good under pressure. Come on.
What do we sound like?
Carrie, if we can do this, yeah, no kidding.
Yeah. Yeah, our standards are really low.
I just wanted to hear her shit talk Shane, that's all. Actually, I wanted to hear her shit talk Shane and talk about like she's participating in PRS this year.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's right. You're doing some load development for her rifle or something, aren't you?
I will be soon. Yeah, you betcha. Yeah, so Shane finally got finally received the 110 Match Kings that he'd been waiting for. And I'm not sure what's been holding them up, but I'm sure it's
110 Match Kings. What is she shooting? A 6 mil?
Yeah, it's that 6XC.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that fancy little
a
thing.
sexy, if you will.
A sexy. I like it. Yeah, so I get to fondle the hell out of that, and hopefully I remember to wipe it down before I send it back to Carrie.
Ooh.
That's what she'll be shooting. Yeah. So I kind of wanted to hear what are there different divisions in PRS, or are they just everybody's in the same mix, or just what it is? But that's getting to be bigger. Hey, there's I was watching that one podcast. Jens, help me out if you're still here. Down in the States, there was a lady that works for Benchmark Barrels was on this podcast, and they were talking about PRS, and this lady shot PRS, and holy Christ, what she didn't know about rifle barrels was hardly, like she answered every question. She led that whole bloody podcast.
Wow.
Great. Yeah.
It's like it's her job.
Well, maybe there's that.
Whoa.
But,
Cool.
Yeah. But anyway.
All right,
she
on.
says no. She thinks she'd sound like a fool. I think
Okay.
we could outfool her.
We do every week.
Every week, man.
That's right.
Trio of clowns talking about guns and politics.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Speaking of, did you see Trudeau's or Bill Morneau's proposed legislation to give him sweeping powers to tax us as needed?
In what fucking
And
galaxy
as needed
does that
without a
make
budget
sense?
or anything else until December of 2021.
Yeah.
Justify that, you stunned. See you next Tuesday.
Wow.
Yeah. No, that was brutal. It's not going to go through, right? You've already had the NDP come out and speak about it. And
yeah, for sure. But just the fact
audacity
that they came out and proposed that should tell you everything you need to know about your fucking liberal government.
Didn't even propose it. Tabled the bill.
Well, whatever. Yeah.
Like, that's unreal.
Fucking amazing.
So
that is
I can't wait for
101.
budget time.
Oh, God. When is that? Is that June? No.
I don't know.
No, shouldn't it?
March. It's supposed to come out in March, April, but
I think
that's
pause on that.
Well, and that's generally when a minority government gets its no confidence vote, right?
Yeah.
So we could have, if this COVID bullshit didn't go through and they proposed the budget, we could be having an election before next fall. But anyway,
perfect storm there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else?
Well, I think that's it.
CCFR shut down its offices today.
Yeah, I heard somebody got laid off or something there too, or something. So
yeah, I can't talk too much about that.
Okay.
But everyone's hurting right now. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
So now more than ever, they need your support too, guys. Like, I was thinking that's next paycheck I'd drop some money and just as a donation, just to help them out. Because really, they're the only group doing shit for our rights. So, especially with this new national initiative that I found out how much it cost, and holy fuck, we need to support them as much as possible because we need to educate the non-gun owning antis. So what can you do to keep your guns? Join National Firearms Association, CCFR, CSSA, even the NFA. Membership is only $40 to both of those organizations. Actually, all of the organizations, I think. But then also try and donate. If you have any extra cash, an extra $5-10 goes a long way. Also get a shirt, sticker, hat, whatever. Like John's got a pretty cool shirt on right now. You can still get it in the store. They come in big boy sizes. I have one just like that, bigger than his, I think. I think mine's in 4X.
Do they have man's ears?
No, I don't think so.
Those are aftermarket.
You can request it and use the branding guidelines as an FO, and you could make your own shit.
Whoa.
But anyway, let's play a quick ad from those guys, I think.
Let's do that.
And we're back. Drink break. Everyone took a sip. John's still taking drag. So yeah, go help the CCFR out. They're kicking ass, taking names. Even in the COVID business, Tracy's still doing calendar draws and that sort of thing, giving out shotguns and shit. So, and Rod's busting his ass. Did you see the number of podcasts he put out?
No, I didn't.
I think in the last week he's done 3.
Oh, wow.
He's kind of taking our cue and just shelling out content, throwing mud at the wall and hoping it sticks.
He's got nothing else to do. Let's stick out some more.
Well, he's got a lot more he could be doing than the podcast, but he's doing it for our benefit. So
yeah, that's right.
Shout out to Rod Giltaka. In fact, I'm going to have him as one of my shout outs. Rod Giltaka, Tracy, Steve, Adam, everybody at the CCFR. Keep going, guys.
Hallelujah.
And also Mike at Decked Out Contracting for building me that little cute little cabinet. So, yeah. What about you, Kurt?
Shout out to the mailman and once again Gary and Ebony Eakin at Bighorn Gun Sales, Gun Parts, Gun Sales. I got some die bushings that I needed for the 6.5x47. Yeah. Easy. God, it's easy dealing with those people.
What did they wind up cost you? Do you mind sharing? Or what the retail was on it or something? Or
I think they're about $26 a piece.
It's not terrible.
No, it's
for what again?
For die bushings.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about. These guys.
Ooh. Oh, the Reddings. Cool.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah, they are very nice.
They were like $24 US where I found them online. So,
well, and I have a feeling, isn't that the titanium nitride treated ones? They're yellow or orange or whatever. They're a little more expensive than the straight. What's that?
I don't use them, so I don't know.
Oh, well, what do you got?
Just dies.
Oh, I see. You don't have any bushings then? I thought you were talking. I gotcha.
I don't have any bushing dies. I just use regular dies.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a bush. He shaves regularly.
No.
Ooh.
So just because I'm ignorant,
yeah.
So you actually put that inside the resizing die?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes. Do you want a demonstration?
So ignorant.
Sure.
Oh my God! Seriously.
Like,
all right.
God, look at that plaid shirt.
Wow.
Wooden die.
Okay.
Unscrewing. See inside there. There's the top of the die.
Okay.
There's the bottom where
okay.
your shell goes into. You can see my eye. Where are you? Yeah.
Your brown eye.
Whoa.
Chocolate starfish.
Bushing. Top of the die.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just
there you go.
Different neck tension or something like that, or
it does. Yeah, and depending on what your loaded round neck diameter is, generally a lot of guys, like especially the bench wrestlers and that, they only like a thou press fit.
I get you.
People call that neck tension. It's a little bit wrong to say neck tension, I guess, that way, but it's I guess it's the best thing that everybody understands. Personally, I like, depending on the caliber and depending on the firearm, the use, I like 2 to 3 thou neck tension.
Okay.
But it's good to have a selection of these bushings, especially if you go so far as to turn case necks, just to keep neck wall thickness, consistency, stuff like that. You turn necks just a little bit, well, you might need a smaller bushing by another thousandths of an inch or something like that. So,
yeah,
turn necks.
Yeah. Get it? What is it? What is that movie? Ripping Throats.
Oh,
fuck is that?
Oh, kung fu movies, wasn't it, or something like that? Where he
no. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, anyway.
One of the characters in it, his last name was Cunth, Cunth. Cunt. Fuck you, Cunth. Of course, he was the bad guy.
Is that Kung Pao?
What's that?
Never mind. Yeah. John, who's your shout out?
Oh, you know what? We got a bunch of stuff from Amazon today. I'm not sure who dropped it off, but the mail carriers and the parcel delivery guys and all those guys that are still doing their job and going out and doing the thing.
Yeah.
And I got to shout those guys out. Shout out TNT because of the raffle prize and just for being open still. Then shout out you two son of a guns because you're still here, still talking to me.
Yeah. Still here. Cool.
You see what Luke said above that
that's a very unfortunate name. Believe it or not. Oh yeah, the Bonshaw Logistics. Never heard of them.
No.
I think they're like a delivery company
for the Maritimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, never. We're a Western Canadian podcast, Luke. Don't throw that Maritimes bullshit at us.
I think our equivalent would be Dynamex, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, is that right?
Canpar, probably.
Yeah, a lot of the stuff I get it comes from like Dynamex.
Yeah.
The person actually drops it off, whether it's Canpar or something like that. UPS has their own drivers.
Yeah.
Canada Post. You know what? You say whatever you want about Canada Post. Whatever their downfalls are, they are just damn reliable.
They kind of are, yeah.
Yeah. So, might take a while, but you'll get it eventually.
Yeah.
And then Luke said an unfortunate name, somebody's name, Mike Hunt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Believe it or not, guys, I went to high school with a guy named Andrew Peacock.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice.
And we called him Drew. Drew Peacock.
Yeah. You know what? I played ball with a guy originally from Swift Current. He went to school with a girl, and like you guys know, there's lots of Mennonites down around Swift.
You don't say.
Yes. This poor girl, her parents named her Anita, and common Mennonite name is
Dick. D-Y-K.
Yes.
D-Y-C-K. Yeah.
Anita Dick.
Awesome. Good for her.
Nice.
Oh, how those people are like they just don't think of these things.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, it's such a cutie. She looks like an Anita. Deal.
I went to high school with a guy named Richard Dyke.
Dick Dyke.
Oh boy.
You know, we have an FO in Alberta called Richard Bone.
Yeah.
Dick Bone.
Played ball against another guy. His what the hell was it now? It just left me. God damn it.
Hey, would you?
I'm tired. I need no. Harold.
A lot of vagina.
Harold Dick. Yeah, tell me
Terry.
we didn't have fun with that. Yeah.
Anybody with a last name Dick, I guess I shouldn't talk.
Yeah.
My last name kind of sounds like a part of the female anatomy. So, anyway.
Well, I know.
You've never heard any jokes about that one, I'm sure.
Oh, none.
I know some Kuntz too. Kuntz.
Kuntz.
Yeah, it would be.
I know some kids too. It's just
don't we though? And they earned it.
Yeah, that's right. Cool. Well, apologies to Mr. Wes Stevens. Again, we ran out of time for you, bud. I'm sorry. Maybe Saturday? I don't know.
Oh, Wes.
Get your people to talk to my people. We'll go from there.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. You know, I'm going to switch out the outro music too. I'm going to try and do some Monster Truck this time.
What?
Yeah.
Nice.
We're on 23
and stuff.
Well, we can. I think you can play up to like 40 seconds of without having to pay. Me suck. Worked at an outbound call center, and the CX name was Me Suck.
Fuck me and fuck you.
Yeah. She worked at the law offices of Fuck You and Low or whatever. Cool. Well, I'm still going to shout him out. Big shout out to Danny Joe. I'll play his full song at the end of the outro song. Yeah. Check him out wherever you get your music. You guys have anything to add?
Nah.
No.
Thanks for coming, everybody.
Good talk.
Thanks for tuning in.
If you guys want to see more of this, let us know. And John's got some time on his hands, and I work from home.
That's right.
From home.
John should be able to get a lot of stuff done, like ideas for shows and show notes
or how-to videos.
Yeah, how-tos. Yeah.
No, just because I'm working from home doesn't mean I actually don't work, and it doesn't mean that my work is easier. But
John,
tired
of your excuses.
What do we pay you for then?
Right. No,
double my salary, I'll still make $0.
All right.
Okay. Peace out,
guys.